That wasn't the plan. Ooh, Courtney. Hello,
Mm.
Courtney. Look
Hey.
at that hair.
Hello, Emily. Look at that hair.
You know?
You know what it reminds me of? Do you remember that old, TV show, Beauty and the Beast?
The black and white?
It wasn't black and white, no, it was color, and it was the gal from Terminator and a
Oh, yeah,
giant
yeah,
beast,
yeah. Uh-huh. I
and
vaguely
I
remember it.
feel like his hair looked like this, so
Yeah, yeah, it did. It's, very sort of teased in the back with a lot of
mhm.
Aquanet. You're just
Yes.
missing the, snout and the fangs. Oh, there
We're
you
getting
go.
close.
We're getting
Yeah.
real close.
And
So,
these
uh, are those real or fake?
oh, they're fake.
So, are
I
you
mean,
thinking go
I
ahead.
would like to get a jewel and then just elongate the canine
Yeah,
outside my
yeah,
lips. So in order to
yeah.
smile, I have to tuck bottom lip.
That would look good. Have you thought about getting fangs?
No, that's what I was saying, the
Oh,
canines
the
would be
canines
the
just to the left.
fangs, yeah, if you know
Okay.
anything about vampire lore, which I don't either, the fangs are the canines because our
Oh,
canines are
perfect.
supposed to be sharp. I know I know a lot about teeth. I know
Yeah.
more than I care to know about teeth.
Well, before we get into your teeth,
Oh,
I just wanna
yes, sorry.
welcome everybody to That Wasn't the Plan.
That wasn't the plan. Courtney jumped the gun.
Wasn't the plan for Courtney to have half set, full set of brand new chompers in
Oh
her
my god.
30s.
In my late
Yeah,
30s.
late 30s.
And I have yet to do the bottom. So, yeah, so we are still in between, but because the top was such an experience, I decided to well, I didn't decide anything. I just am terrified to do it again, but I will.
So, like, all of your top teeth right now are not your originals. Why
No.
is that? What happened?
So, I was born with little teeth. My teeth have always been really small. I wasn't born
Like a
with teeth. Let's
chipmunk's?
yeah, I was born with no teeth like a normal baby, and then I grew the teeth, but my teeth were very small, and I still had 4 baby teeth in my mouth when I went to college.
What?
And yeah, and I'm terrified of the dentist, so I manipulated my parents to where I never went. Because my parents, my brother and my sister both had braces. Both had
Oh,
all sorts of stuff happen to their my sister had canines that were impacted, so she had wires pulling her teeth down and, they all did but somehow, I don't honestly know how I bobbed and weaved because I was so I had a tooth pulled when I was very young, and I think that I mean, nobody likes a dentist, let's be real, but
that's true.
I was also, master of I just kind of found a way around it, and so when I went to college, not only did I still have 4 baby teeth, which I wasn't really aware of, but I looked up here and one of my canines, which was where I had a baby tooth, was coming straight out of my gum. So there was a
Sweet.
tip of a tooth right here. And so I remember the day I saw it and it was just like panic dread, just like my life is over. And then I never spoke of it until a couple years. My mom takes me to the dentist and I'm in college for theater. And he was like, so what we're going to do is put braces on you. We're going to pull all those baby teeth. We're going to put wires up in your gums like your sister. We're going to pull those canines down over a 5-year period.
Fuck that.
5 years. And so
So
I
you would
was
have
like, where
been
am I?
toothless for 5 years?
No, well, yeah, I would have wires in my gums trying to get these canines that were sitting like this on top of my other teeth. Like
Okay.
who passed me through the line after the QC where they're trying to check and make sure like my shit's gonna go through to be born, to exist, and they're like, "Her teeth, it's fine." So I opted to think on it and graduated college, and then I decided to go with a bridge so they pulled the canines that were impacted up there and they put a bridge in. So I had a bridge with a canine. Great. And the dentist was like, okay, in 10 years, you're going to have to get these replaced. And I heard in 200 years, you're gonna have to get this replaced, you know, because like 10 years when you're in your 20s, I'm like, "Oh my
Oh,
god, I'm gonna
yeah.
have so much dental insurance, it's gonna be wild." I'll be able to afford it, no
I
problem, because it was $10,000. I will own teeth by that point. So I am tooth. Uh,
That tooth fairy is my bitch.
that's right. So, leading into my lifestyle after college, after I got the bridges, they were gorgeous, they looked amazing, I was smiling with confidence. Um, I encountered drug addiction, alcoholism, and also eating disorder. So that was a horrible mix of things. If you already have teeny tiny baby teeth, because I had a lot of veneers on everything. So
Mm.
over time, I did end up breaking this bridge. Funny, I was, so when I was where I worked, I kept putting, there was a bottle of gin in the freezer, and I kept drinking it and then filling it with water, so it was freezing, so I was trying to open it with my mouth, and I broke my bridge. So, yeah.
Smart choices.
Oh my god,
Smart.
so many smart choices. So, long story short, that journey through alcoholism, eating disorder, health, everything, not keeping up with my teeth and all of that. When I, left Los Angeles in a ball of flames and ended up in Blacksburg, got into recovery. It took me 2 years in recovery to finally go see a dentist and be like, help me. What do I do? So they did some stuff and tried to mend, but eventually, so this was in 2021. 2022, sorry. The dentist was like, listen, I think what you're gonna wanna do is, have all your teeth pulled and get implants, and I was like, "That's absolutely not what I'm gonna do." But then I took some time, I thought about it, and I was like, "I'm gonna have to get implant after implant after implant because all of my teeth were just in bad, bad shape. They were pretty beat up is what the dentist said when he first looked at it.
You had like a 1964 Ford Pinto in your mouth?
Yes. Fucking smokes every time I start up, like, it was
Rusting.
yeah. Well, and the thing was, you couldn't tell because I had veneers and there was all, like, plaster and, like, "It's fine up here," but if you look behind, it was like a bunch of spiders just holding my teeth together, like, "Ooh."
Oh
Um,
god.
I know. So that also made dating fun. I just wanna put that out there.
So you could, like, take out your teeth and you'd be really
No.
good at the nope?
Uh Not yet. Not yet. They were all still in my mouth, like, locked in, like, they were veneers on my actual teeth, so, it wasn't until
Oh,
I was like,
okay.
"Alright, we're gonna do this." So, I it was a hard choice to make. I decided I was gonna get them all pulled in one foul swoop,
Oof.
and I was under sedation, and then I was gonna have to wear a denture for a year, and I'm gonna tell you, if you have never seen yourself without teeth, I don't think you need to. I don't think anyone should really know what they look like without teeth, and,
Do you have photos?
um oh, I have a video of the first time because they were like, "Leave the denture in, don't move it, leave it in for days," and so I was like, "Okay." So, but what was cool about it is like, right after the surgery, they had to wake me up because they had to go give me an X-ray, and they already had put the denture in, so when I smiled, I had a beautiful smile because one of I had a missing tooth right there. So that was like, awesome. That wasn't so bad. Like, look, I got teeth in my mouth. It's fine. Yay. So, yeah, and then that took me into the journey of getting implants, which, I I think, uh, I don't think I was really mentally prepared for the difficulty, and I was also going through a lot of changes in my life, the end of a relationship, uh and I came to see you during this, right before I did that, because I got laid off at my job with Data Robot, and it was a tough time. So I didn't have a job,
Yeah.
and I didn't have top teeth. So but I found a way to manage it, but I do have a video of the first time I took the denture out, and it's filming me, like, and I'm crying, and, like, I don't know why I filmed it mainly so I would do it. Like, I felt like if the
Mhm.
camera was filming, I would do it, like and I think I showed my husband the video, but I don't think anyone else has ever seen it. You're welcome to see it, though. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I think we might have to put that up on our Instagram.
I'd be happy. I'd
Really?
be because oh my
Alright.
gosh, just because it is such a isolating, like, teeth is such a I mean, my gosh, like,
We can
you
put
know
it up side by side with, me and when I'm bald.
Oh my god, I me no teeth, you no hair. Oh my god, people be like, "We love this
Uh,
show."
the betrayals of our body make us go
Yeah.
toothless and
Oh my
hairless.
god. But see, it's a little different because I feel like your betrayal was, a little less I still think it's a disease, but, I think they're different. You kind of you
Oh, they're
basically got
totally
hit
different.
yeah, you got
I
hit by a truck,
I well,
essentially.
no, and you can't compare any kind of trauma, one person to the other, or
True.
even traumas that you may encounter yourself.
Mhm.
Um, you with your tooth thing, I personally, I think that that would be way more difficult than what I went through with cancer.
Whoa, that's a bold
I
statement.
It is, but honestly, that I feel like would impact my life so much more. Um,
It sucks, yeah.
but I mean that you
But so
think
does cancer.
probably I know, and then other people are like, "Are you kidding? It was cancer, like, you could die from that." It's
Yeah,
true, but I
exactly.
don't know. It's just, your mindset when you're like, "Fuck no, what she went through is way more difficult than what I
Right,
went
right.
through." But, at the end of the day, it's all
Yeah,
difficult.
it is all difficult.
But it brings us to these new places. So, you were totally toothless on the top. You didn't even have, like, your molars or anything?
Nothing. They
Nothing.
pulled it
Did it
all.
hurt when you woke
Yes.
up?
No, well, that's the thing. The pain, because he said this is gonna be the most painful surgery. I woke up, I never had to take a narcotic just because I didn't want to being in
Yeah.
recovery. I would rather if I can stand it, and I'm a big old weenie when it comes to pain, so I was like, if it's too much, I'm gonna ask for it." But I never did. I still am impressed that because that would have been understandable. Here's the funny thing. So that all came to a head. I had already planned a trip to Mexico with my sister-in-law, my brother, um, and I couldn't refund the tickets. So after my surgery, I getting all the teeth pulled. I went to Mexico. It was
Good for
about
you.
maybe a week after. So everything is still raw. And I can't rinse my mouth with the sink water. So like I would have not scheduled that trip had I known. But so I was there's lots of pictures of me in Mexico with you can buy corn husks with ice cream. And so I was just sitting around holding corn husks on my face because it was still really swollen. And yeah, so I couldn't really smile in a lot of the pictures, so I don't even know, I'll have to show pictures where and I was just like, "This is look at me, look at where I am." Like, how could I be sad about, like, what's going on? But it was tough, and so in Mexico, as some people know, you can buy narcotics, you can
Oh, yeah.
buy anything from the pharmacies. So that was a real tough moment for me because I was like everyone would be like, "Of course you need narcotics. Of course, you just had all your fucking teeth pulled, your top teeth." And I could have justified it in a million ways, but I told on myself, I told my sponsor, I told my sister-in-law, my brother, and I went to a meeting while I was in Mexico, and so, by the grace of God, I didn't I didn't take a narcotic, which it was
Good for you,
troubles, like,
girl.
you can buy all sorts of other stuff at the
Oh, I know. That's kinda nice for that.
yeah, oof,
Although I did get busted in Mexico on drugs once. That's another story.
oh my god. Yes. That's crazy. I don't even
Yeah.
think I know that story.
Mm. We will
Gosh.
discuss it.
We have to have a slammer, episode where we just talk about prison and jail.
And our close encounters of
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a good girl, but I've made some
Yeah.
poor choices.
Yeah. But what
So,
would you be if you hadn't?
I know, it gives you character, it makes you,
It does.
hey, it's a lot of good stories if I could remember what they are.
Amen. Oh my god, you gotta
I
write
I
it
have
down, bro.
I know, I've got people come up to me and they're like, "Oh, you remember that one time?" And I was like, "Oh, oh, now I do." So talk to me about eating corn with dentures in.
Oh my god. Well, it was corn ice cream.
I
So
know,
that's
I'm
almost
joking.
oh. I mean,
Ew, corn
I
ice
couldn't eat
cream?
corn. I couldn't bite into an apple. That was tough.
Oh, yeah.
Um, and then you don't know anything about dentures until you're wearing them, and then you have to glue them into your mouth, and that's I mean, I got it down to a science, and honestly, my teeth looked better than they had ever looked, and so but it was subtle, so I felt like people were like, "Something's different. She looks great." And I'm like, That's right. I went to Mexico. That's all there is. That's all there is." But I also had to interview for a new job, right before went to Mexico and 7 days after my surgery. So I went in for an interview at, a prestigious college, and I did get the position for a fundraiser, and so that was wonderful, like but I just remember I couldn't smile right, and I talked a little funny. So I, like, gave them a preface by saying I just had mouth surgery, and I didn't go into it. I didn't wanna be like, "Well, these ain't my teeth," you know? And so, I didn't really tell anybody for a while. I mean, obviously, my friends, everyone in AA knew not everyone, but my close people, my family obviously knew. So that surgery was really not that bad. The pain afterwards, not great. Like, it took a couple weeks for me to not hurt in my face. But
Mhm.
so then I thought I was in the clear. So the next surgery, so I had 3 surgeries, is kind of what you do with implants. If you're getting a full rack like I got, and a grill, maybe we should call
Yeah,
it
your grill.
my grill. And so they initially pull the teeth, let you heal. 6 months later, they take you back in, and then they put posts. So basically, they screw posts into your jaw, into your skull. So I
Please tell me you were
had
out for that too.
oh, I was supposed to be, and he didn't tell me ahead of time that, they were gonna need me to be in and out because they needed to continue to take me to the X-ray machine, and I know I fainted because you had to stand for the X-ray. So, um, it was
This sounds
nuts.
horrific.
It was
This is
I
like
would say
medieval torture.
it I was screaming, I was
Oh,
sobbing, and I
baby.
know that there were children, it was a dentist office, so I knew there were children, and
Oh,
I just
please tell me you
couldn't
frightened the shit out of some
I'm
kids
sure
and
I
they'll
did,
be
I'm sure I
traumatized
did.
forever.
Because there was just not enough Novocaine. They had not so I guess what happens if you get too much Novocaine, sometimes it just doesn't work at all. So I was, like, raw dogging a screwdriver into my gums, into
Oh,
the roof
Courtney.
of my mouth was really it was traumatizing, and I had a video because I was trying to document my experience, and there was so much crying. There was so much screaming. I know they were like, "Why didn't we put her out?" So that was terrible. I have my mouth that shows you where the posts are. So this is supposed to be my upper jaw, right? This is like there are my gums right there. So
Yeah.
those are the
Oh.
screws that they put in the roof of not in the roof. This one I think was the one they had the most trouble with, but it felt like it was being screwed into the roof of my mouth. But
Oh
so
my
those are my
god.
posts. Yeah. And they basically put them according to where I have the most bone density. And that was another problem. They had to do a lot of bone grafting and all that fun jazz. So I almost checked into to the mental hospital because I felt like I was losing my mind. Like I didn't feel real. Like afterwards, it was just the trauma of pain, I guess. And
Oh,
so it was
girl.
pretty gnarly, and I've got a new job that I have to go meet people and have conversations about money
Right.
over Panera Bread, so it was rough, it was rough, and had I known that was gonna be that way, I may have not never gone to implants, to be honest, like, I think
Yeah.
the denture might have but, it's done, and I'm glad it's done for the most part. So then there was a 6-month period after they screwed those bad boys up in there, and meanwhile, they're fitting me for, like, my full grill that,
Yeah.
um what's shocking about these is these aren't my gums.
What?
They're not my gums.
What is it?
It's basically a giant denture that's pushed into my mouth. Isn't that crazy?
That's nuts. So is it plastic?
Uh-huh. Isn't that crazy? I mean, it's like
Whoa.
space like whatever it's something that can remain wet for as long as it is. But
Are you, like, prone to infection with fakes?
I would have
No.
thought, believe me, I would have thought. But
What about, like, bacteria getting in?
well, I rinse pretty rigorously, like, through
Okay.
it, because it basically sits away from my gums, so there's,
Okay.
like, places. So I know, I had all those questions too, but, yeah, and honestly, I would never have been able to afford these. Like, the total cost, I think was $26,000, and
Woof.
the only way I know, right? The only way I was able to afford it, my folks had to give me a loan. I mean, $26,000, like, you know,
Yeah.
coming off of being in recovery, like learning all the things I should have learned in my 20s, in my 30s, so I was behind like a decade. So I didn't have any savings or anything like that. So thank God my parents were able to help me. But without them, I would have just had a denture. And honestly, I mean, it still would have sucked.
But you
But
would you have gotten them all pulled and then just lived with dentures the rest of your life, or would you have, like, kept
no,
what the deal that you had?
I, it's hard to tell. Like, I honestly, like my whole family, after we all discussed it, like post after everything had happened, they were just like, we were all in shock that you had made that decision. And I was like, oh, I thought that was the most responsible choice, because otherwise I wasn't gonna be able to afford to pay for, and I had the Rolls Royce of dental insurance, and it still cost $26,000.
Shit,
I
really?
had like the best dental insurance. I had a government job. Like, I was really very, very lucky, privileged even to have the job and have that kind of insurance. Um, so then basically, we're to get us up to date now is they kept fitting me, and then they'd take my denture out, and I'd have those posts in, so they would stick something in and they would futz with it, and it never felt right. It never looked right to me. I was like, "Can we just copy the denture and put that in my mouth?" And they were like, "No, no, this is gonna be better, better, better." And, so when the day finally came and they were putting in the permanent one, um, it's completely changed my face. I talk different, I look different, so I don't love it.
You
And
don't
that's
love
been
it.
mm.
I'm
It
so
just
sorry.
my like, I don't they're, like, longer. There's just, there's such subtle changes in your teeth or mouth. They make such a huge difference. And I know,
Yeah.
like, a lot of people would be like, "Oh my god, they look great. Oh my god, they're great, great, great." But I can see it in pictures where I'm like, "Hmm, I think I'm hyper thinking about, like, try and relax your lips." So that's usually how I look in a picture, because they just seem long and whatever. So, um,
So
but
you've
I'm
got, like,
still so
beaver
grateful.
teeth.
Yeah. Oh my god. I bet I could chew wood.
How much wood did you have to chuck with those in order to Oof.
So much chuck, wood chuck chuck, wood should chuck wood. Oh lord.
If
Um,
Courtney could chuck wood, oh,
yeah.
she does that daily.
Hi-yo. I'm getting paid for it. Just kidding. Sort of.
Not
But
really.
yeah, so well, that's cool. I'd met my current partner, and he had no idea that I had dentures. And
Oh,
I know everybody's like, "What about dick sucking? What about?" And I didn't do that. I did tell him that I was in the process of a surgical thing that prevented me from being able to. I'm sure he probably thought that was a line that I was like, "Yeah, I can't suck penis right now.
I can't keep penises near my face.
I can't have a penis in my face. I'm sorry." But we'll do other stuff. But and he has kids that were playing football, so I'm going to football games. Not my favorite. And I'm in porta potties having to re-glue my denture
Oh,
into my mouth.
gross.
First, I'd just rinse it off in the just kidding, just kidding. I would
In
just
the
pull it out and
urinal.
have to yeah, but, like, you can't really do that in public. People are like, "Whoa." And then so eventually I did bravely tell him the situation, that I still have bottoms that need to be done.
Can you do one of these for me? Like, I wanna see the difference between tops and bottoms.
See, they're
Okay.
tiny, they
They're
look
tiny.
awful. They're very
Okay.
beat up. I mean, if I got closer, you'd be like, "Holy shit."
Yeah.
They're tiny, they've got lots of like, these guys is they look terrible, but they're fine. I have no teeth over there, and the teeth over here are we should be at their funeral right now, they shouldn't be in my mouth, so
Oh, no. So,
yeah, so
can you chew very well on the
mhm.
left-hand side? Oh, you
Oh,
can?
I can, yeah, because now I have a toothache over here, so
Oh,
I
Courtney.
can't I know it's I I find I am so lucky to be where I am, and these are things that I can take care of eventually, you know what I mean? Because for years, I was dealing with this tooth, that tooth, this tooth, that tooth, root canals, da, 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 on my own, like, barely scraping by financially. I had dental insurance, but dental insurance is a joke, really.
It's a
Like,
joke.
it's a
Yeah.
total joke. Because I experienced all of that on my own and, like, not talking about it to anybody, now that I have a partner and I'm more because this happened, I'm more honest and open about it, so it's something I feel but for so long, I was ashamed of it and was so like, I didn't talk about it except to my sister, which lucky her. She gets to hear all of the gory details. So yeah, I'm in a place now where you know, I'm just grateful for what I have. I'm
Yeah.
grateful I mean, these stay in. I don't have to take them out. And that
You don't have to rinse them in a urinal.
I don't have to rinse them in a porta potty. And so that's been nice, but it has changed my face, and also I'm aging. This is like 40s, I feel like, is where you start to like, "Oh, look at that.
Yep, every
I'm
day.
not I'm not in my 20s." I'll see pictures of myself and I'm like, "Holy crap." Like, "Whoa." So, I'm constantly trying to battle the age, like, every age I'm gonna feel good about myself, so yeah, it's a struggle. I mean, and I know
Yeah.
women people that have had their stories are so much harder than mine and so much more like I have a friend who is in recovery now. She had 1 tooth in the front, 1
Oh,
tooth when I
boy.
first met her, God bless
Oh,
her, and she got sober, man. She got into recovery, she's still in recovery now, she now has a full set of teeth,
good
and
for
it
her.
I know, right?
Yay.
Yeah, like
Fuck yeah.
and, like, they do have programs for people, who can't afford dentures that, there I mean, it's really common in recovery community where a lot of us have done such irreparable damage to our bodies, to our faces, to our mouths, to our families, to our money, to our I mean, you it's endless. But they do have, programs that help, can help with, dentures and a lot of the, like, implant places around town here in Virginia, have information on that. So there are options for folks. Like I said, if my parents weren't as organized and on top of their shit, I would have I don't even know, honestly.
Would you have been able to apply for some of those programs through recovery, you think, to
I
help you with
think
your
I
teeth?
would I may have been at the cusp of the income or,
Okay.
not that I make much, but, like,
Right.
so but there are options out there, and if you have any questions about any of this, please reach out to me. You can email me, you can email Emily, you can email the president of
Yeah.
the United States. Just kidding, don't email him. He's
He's a
not gonna be
twat.
helpful. He's worse than a twat, man. Yeah. I could've I could've relapsed over that. I was just like, "Oh, that's how intense," because I'm also a fucking perimenopausal, so I'm
Yeah.
mean at the drop of a hat, like,
Yeah. Everything's so
furious,
annoying. I get
rage.
annoyed, ugh,
Yes.
all the time. I'm like, "Why are you doing it like that?
Yeah,
That is
and it
incorrect."
and it makes me, like, be like this monster, so I've been trying to work through that because regardless of what's happening around me, I don't like to, even if it's justified, have a hysterical reaction because it's just
Yeah.
going there I don't have the luxury of feeling anger because it can be very dangerous for me, and so I'm trying to if I'm walking down the street, you could probably see me like I'm trying to work it out, because I'm just fucking crazy. And so, and I am looking into hormone replacement therapy. I'm looking into
Good,
just,
do it. I
oh
wish I
God,
could. I know I
that's
have a lot of
bullshit.
friends that are on it, and they're
Do they
like,
say it's helped?
totally. Every single one of them, it's helped. I can't do it. I wish I could. Yeah. My cancer.
What?
Yeah, I can't because it's, basically estrogen, some progesterone, maybe a little testosterone, and my cancer is estrogen and progesterone positive, so my doctor said, "We can't be pumping hormones into your body." So every time like, my joints ache. Every time I look in the mirror, I
Yeah.
just more wrinkles every day, this and
Yeah.
that, you name it, it's just I'm exhausted all the time, memory fog,
Yes.
there's like 100 side effects that I have that I don't have the ability to help even out, iron out. It pisses me off,
Well, then I'm not
there
going on
are
them either.
moments yeah, there are moments in my life when I'm like, "Should I just get the estrogen patch and hope that my cancer doesn't come back?"
Ooh.
I know,
Oh
and then I'm
boy.
like, "Don't be stupid. Like, you can
Well,
manage
I'm gonna
this."
do it. I'm not doing it in solidarity. So we're gonna be nasty ass
Oh,
grumpy
hell no.
bitches
You do
together.
it for me, and then, we can be like
No.
the good angel and the bad devil, and you can be the beautiful cherry one, and I'll just be this cantankerous bitch. Oh, wait,
No.
that's already
No.
true.
I know. Actually, I was like, hasn't that been our dynamic
That's
since
our
the
MO
beginning of
from the
time?
get-go.
Yeah. Emma from the get go. Emma from the get go. Emma from the. I really, because like it's exhausting thinking about even going through the process of having to get those things. I eventually am like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
You can also just talk to your OB about that stuff. You should be able to get a
Yeah,
prescription like that.
I gotta do that too. God bless.
You can do it without even opening up your legs.
But what if I want to
Mhm.
open my legs? Psych!
I
I
mean,
don't want to open my legs
I'm
ever.
sure that they would like to do that kind of exam, but those are the worst. Ugh.
I get that all the time. When I got my first mammogram, I was inspired by you and also my other friend with breast cancer, you guys really encouraged me to do it, and I thank you for that. So it was my first mammogram. I was very nervous, and my mom likes to call mammograms like where they put your boob between two cement slabs, and then they take it into the other room. Is how she describes
Basically.
it. Yeah, and so I was pretty cool with it. And then the technician she may have been 12, maybe 13. And just kidding, she was of age, but whatever. She looked very young. She was like, um, oh, okay. So, you've got very, very dense breasts. And I was like, stop it. Stop. I was like, both. And she's like, yeah, they're both very dense. I was like, oh my, quit flirting. I'm married. And, she's like, "It's not really a compliment." And I was like, "It is though. Stop."
What
So I've been
nice
telling
dense
everybody,
breasts you have.
and they were like, "That means it's harder to detect things." And I was like,
Yeah.
"That's cute." Yeah. And she was like, "And usually with dense breasts, it hurts more." And I was like, "You are just." She was laying it on thick. I know she wanted herself a
She was trying to get
forty-five-year-old
your phone
lady.
number. Mhm.
She had it, man. She right there on the clipboard. I kept making the joke that it was a compliment, and she kept gently being like, "Well, it's not." And I was like, "You can just let me think it is." And then I've just
Mhm.
continued to tell the story about how beautifully dense my boobies are.
Oh, no, you should always tell that story.
I lead with it.
You should. Dinner party. So, Courtney, what's new about yourself? I just recently found out I have
I
amazing, dense breasts. Did
I
you know that?
literally yeah, I'm like, "What's new with you?" "Well, my boobies are dense as fuck." So,
But my vagina is not.
as loose as a goose. The wizard slaving all over Roanoke. Like a glass of water down a hallway.
Uh,
Or someone else said hot dogs, throwing a hot dog down a hallway. What kind of funny thing? I know Holland Tunnel. I've also gotten that in my life.
you're in my
What are
phone is Courtney Holland
I
Tunnel.
know. I know it.
That will
I
always
love
be
it.
there.
I love it. And you're
Yeah,
Emily White ass because
that's
you
very
is
true.
white ass.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Um,
Um, so do you think you're gonna get your bottoms done?
I have to, yeah. or I
Yeah? When
just
do you
won't
think you're gonna do that?
in this year, 2026.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We're
because
gonna
I've
have
got
to live episode that one. I'm
oh,
gonna have to
dude,
fly out for that.
you will. This one is a lot easier because the trouble with the top was a lot more dense tissue, a lot more pain. The bottoms, they can actually put me in a temporary implant, which I don't know if I'm gonna go for that. I might not do the implant at all. I don't know. I have to just go talk because I'm not gonna be using the folks that did my top. They closed that, it was gone. Like, the doctor that did mine, gone.
Mhm. Is that
It just disappeared,
fishy for some
which
reason?
it is to me. There were some
Interesting.
things I don't know. I mean, it was obviously gonna be a miserable process, like, duh, but I don't have energy to put into that,
Yeah.
because what will that do? No, I just wanna keep moving forward and, maybe when I'm an adult and I have so much money, I don't know what to do with it. I may try and get this changed a little
Redone.
bit, but then I
Yeah.
feel like I'd rather put that money towards somebody else needing just teeth, you know?
Yeah.
So
Hey, you know what? You gotta do what you need to do in order to, A, eat, but also wake up in the morning and feel good about yourself.
for sure. And I do most days. I don't think about it anymore as much. Like I had a real bad like speech impediment initially, which sucked because when I was with people like my partner's family and the kids and everything, I was talking funny and I didn't really want to go and no one wants to really hear about it, like I'll share it. But and whenever people are like, oh my God, your teeth are so gorgeous, I'm like, listen, they ain't mine.
Ah,
I'm actually toothless and it's okay. I want to be honest
but
because
you're
I don't
not
want to be like, thank
toothless. You've
you.
got tooths in.
Like, I do's. I do's. And then that's what I usually don't tell people is that the gums are fake because that's kind of
That's
like,
crazy. I'm still
whoa,
kinda
is that?
blown away by that.
I know,
I
right?
had to have grafting done on my lower
Teeth.
teeth where they went out and sawed out, like, the upper part of the roof
Yep.
of your mouth and then, like,
Yep.
stitch it
Yep.
in the lower because my gums were receding.
Yeah. I know my
Yeah,
sister has receding gums.
yeah. And
So that's,
they were like, a lot of it's hereditary, it's sometimes aging and whatnot.
yeah. My sister brushes too much. The dentist, whenever she'd go, they'd be like, we're going to need you to brush like 2 to 5 times less a day because she would brush her
Really?
teeth after everything. Yeah.
I
Like,
love brushing my teeth. It
I know
feels
she
so
does
good.
too. I really do enjoy brushing my teeth, but
I
not to
only do
her
it twice a
extent.
day
Yeah, me too. Sometimes 3 if,
if I'm going
if
somewhere and
I'm
have something
feeling
to do.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If I'm gonna meet a stranger. Just kidding. Uh, so, yeah, I'll keep you posted on when and
Oh,
this might help
yeah.
propel me. So that'd be neat and
I can't
fun.
even see them.
I know my bottom teeth, I try to hide them. I really do. I've had a lot of self-consciousness things as we all have, and so this is my last one. Well, I say that now, but Lord, but, this has haunted me my whole life, so having teeth, like but I do appreciate that my bottom teeth stay pretty hidden.
Well, then that's good. If your teeth have
Yeah.
been a subject that has weighed on you your whole life, I'm glad that you're doing something about it and that,
Thank
maybe
you.
makes you feel a little bit better.
Thank
They're
you.
beautiful. They're nice,
Well,
sparkly white.
they are, aren't they? And
I'd
I feel
never know
guilty
they were
because
fake.
really? I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah. Are the bottom ones gonna cost as much as the top ones?
No, God, no, The
Oh, that's
top
good.
ones were really, that's what you hit
Yeah.
people with. So that's my teeth journey. And I'd
Tooth
love to hear about
journey.
anybody's journeys with teeth because it can be,
Oh, boy,
I
yeah.
mean, I have been, and now I really feel no fear when I go into the dentist. I'm like, as long as you're not screwing a, a an actual pole,
Ugh. Oh
look
my
at these.
god.
That's exactly what's in my mouth was
Oh
screwed
my
into my
god,
head.
that's horrific.
Yeah. Uh huh.
That
As
is
long as you're
that's
not doing
torture
that, I can
stuff.
handle it. It felt
Yeah.
oh, and what's funny is right after I had that done, Avatar 2 had just come out, The Way of Water, and my sister was like, "Come with me and my niece and my brother-in-law." They're like, "We're gonna go see a movie." And I was like, "Yeah, this will be good. I'll get out of my house," and like, oh. So I'm in the movie, and there's a part in the movie where they have these giant, beautiful whale fish things. They're
Yeah.
beautiful and they're wonderful. Oh, you've seen it, you know.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So do you know the part where one of them's dead or the bad guys have one and it's dead and then they open its mouth and they're screwing things into the roof of the fish mouth? I
I
left
don't
the
remember
theater. I was
that.
like, "I'm gonna sit outside for a minute. I'm gonna sit outside." But I was like, anyhow, so
I think what's most frightening to me is they pulled all your teeth in one go.
yeah. I mean, that's the way to do it,
I
believe me.
guess.
I made the decision and
Oh,
I think it was
did you
like a
keep
month
any of them?
later. I
Did you put
thought
that
about it.
shit
I
under
never
your
asked.
pillow?
Oh my god, I made a
You
doll
could have
with it.
made like $5 from the tooth
I could have
fairy.
just made $5. I could have made my own denture. I'm like, I have molars for my 2 front teeth, and I'm like, I chew like a fucking champ.
You could make
Yeah,
some
they
stuffed
didn't
animals with crazy teeth and yeah.
right? You have that stuffed animal, that
I
blue
actually just
thing.
regift yep, it's called a fuggler, and it had, like, real looking teeth in it. I just regifted it to my nephew for Christmas, so I don't have it anymore.
Well, I wish I need to get one because, the Fuggler was my nickname in high school, so here comes the old Fuggler. No, but I did have a rumor going around about my teeth when I was in high school that all of my teeth were baby teeth. It's so fucked up.
That is fucked up. Oh my god, how did you survive high school? Teenagers are assholes.
We were, and I was an asshole too, so but I remember that rumor and then the rumor that my dad would make us run a obstacle course every morning before school because he was military, so there was this joke that we were in the background like, "Hey, hey, 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 hey," and I loved that. I was like, "Maybe I do." I'm pretty kick-ass, so
I can do
he
a
did not make
pull-up.
us do that. Yeah. Yeah, I could pull up all the time. Can you do a pull-up?
I can do one. I'm working actually, that was my about a month ago, me and my boyfriend were down at the park walking around, and we came across pull-up bars. We were trying to do them,
Yeah.
and I did one, and I was like, "Alright, in a year from now, I wanna be able to do 5." So that is kinda my goal
Fuck
for this
yeah.
next year is
Oh my gosh,
getting
me too.
the strength to do multiple pull-ups at the same time, and apparently
Yeah.
it's all in the forearms. Like,
Ugh.
that's where you need it. That's what he told me, whether
Do you pull up like that, or is that a
I don't
so this is a pull-up and this is a chin-up, is that right?
oh, I don't know.
I'll ask my
Maybe
CrossFitting people.
chin-ups, like, with your palms
Yeah.
facing you? Yeah, and then pull-ups are reverse, knuckles away, palms away. Palms
What about one out, one
away.
in? There was one time in my life where I did a pull-up. I was in Colorado traveling with my brother, Colorado, and,
Yay.
one of his buddies had one of those bars, and I did it, and I was like, "Oh my god, I just did a pull-up first time in my entire life." And they were like, "No, no, no, it's because of the elevation. That doesn't count." Is that
What?
true?
No, that's bullshit. They're fucking with you.
I'm such an idiot. I was like, "Oh, right.
It's because 'cause you're
Right."
higher, so you were already starting off really high, the
And
elevation.
they had me. I was like, "Really? Oh, man. That
How
did
long
feel
ago
kinda
was this?
easy." This was a long time ago. This is when my brother moved to San Francisco, and we drove from Virginia to San Francisco and stopped. So and I actually got food poisoning in Denver. I'd like you
Aw.
to know. I
I've gotten
had,
food poisoning in Denver as well.
well, they say don't eat clams at in a landlocked area, and somebody got Rockefeller, but that's cooked, so I still don't understand. But the next day, no, it was 2 days later. It took 2 days that it was
Oof.
awful. And it's the only time I've ever actually had food poisoning because 'cause I've lied and said I've had food poisoning plenty of times to cover up
Mm.
hangovers or whatever. But this was legit, and the 2 other boys that also ate what I ate were sick as dogs too. So that made me feel justified because
Ugh.
otherwise I was like, "Am I just being a wuss or am I
There's nothing
dying?"
worse than a bad shellfish.
Oof.
Oof.
Yeah, that was the only
Seriously.
time. The
Oh,
only
that's
time.
good. That's fortunate. I've had food poisoning multiple times.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Have you been in
I
another country?
I'm trying to think if I was in Europe for one of them. I can't recall, but I do the one that really sticks with me, I was in college,
Mhm.
and my dad, who we won't get into his food safety skills, which are lacking.
Oh.
So I
Oh.
studied
Snap.
nutrition and food safety for my
Oh, right,
undergrad.
right.
So I know, like,
Yeah,
all about this, and he had sent me home for I was there for the weekend, and I went back, and he sent me a big jar full of his homemade chicken soup or whatever. It was good soup,
yeah.
but the way he must have either frozen it,
Shipped it?
like, thawed it, whatever, however he did it, I woke up in the middle of the night, literally laying flat on my back, went voom to a 90-degree angle, sitting straight up in bed and projectile vomiting out across my bed, onto the floor, at the end of the bed. It was like
I've
Exorcist.
done the same thing! Oh my god.
Yes, yes.
It
And
wasn't food poisoning, I
and
was
I got
drunk.
it all out at that
I
either on
love
my bed or maybe I ran to the bathroom, like, puking the whole way, and it was such a mess, and yeah, at, like, I don't know, let's just say 1 or 2 AM, then you have to clean it up, but anyways, once you get
Oh,
it out with food poisoning, then you're like, "Okay, I'm better."
oh, we're good.
Your
Yeah,
body was like,
that's
"Get this out
hilarious.
right now." Yeah.
I've totally had that. I was dealing with I was trying not to drink alcohol, and my body was violently sick. And I remember I was laying in
Yeah.
bed. I was at my sister's house, and so I was, like, trying not to let anyone know I was very, very sick, and I sat up just like you said, and I just and I remember it hit the closet door, and I was like, "I'm gonna have to clean this up so sneakily to where how do you get the smell of vomit out? Fuck.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
not
that's a
easy.
hard one. No, it's not.
Keep the windows open for days, but anywho,
Oh, boy. Oh,
I
boy.
love that.
So what would you tell anyone out there about if they're thinking that they need to get new teeth or any kind of dental surgery? Because that's scary and it's painful, and what's
Mhm.
your
And
advice to anybody?
expensive.
And
I
expensive.
would, definitely do your research on well, I think that probably there are plenty of stories about implants that are no big deal. I think perhaps my experience and I would love feedback on that if someone had something that I had done, but it went, like, super swiftly. So, there's just a lot of stuff I didn't know going into it. So, I recommend
Okay.
just doing your own research, but it's also scary to go on the internet and, like, let the internet talk to you about any ailment because the internet's like, "Well, first your kneecaps are
Yeah.
gonna fall off. That's the first thing." It just out of I looked up a toothache and it was like, "It's shin cancer." I was like,
Ah,
"A toothache?"
perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I would
Um,
recommend doing your research and just hang in there.
are there, like, support groups or anything that you ever came across for that?
There aren't, but if you're in recovery, you can definitely speak about it at a meeting and, some people don't feel comfortable talking about it, which I totally get, so you can
Yeah.
always say, "This is something I'm dealing with." You'd want someone to maybe reach out to you, but I'm sure there's plenty of Reddit threads and, you know, lots of internet stuff that is out there. I'm not speaking like a very intelligent person right now. There's
It's your
places
teeth
you
are
can
getting in the
go.
way?
My teeth are when my teeth get in the way. Do you know what song that is?
Yes.
The
Da-na-na-na-na.
words 'cause the
That's it.
words got in the way. Who is it?
Sade? I don't
No.
remember. Who sings that? It's
Now
an
I'm
80s
not sure if
song,
I thought it was Paula
right?
Abdul. Is it?
Da-na-na-na-na.
"No
Wait,
much I've
I'm,
got
like,
to
grabbing on for
say."
a
I
fake
gotta look
mic
it
when
up.
I have a real one
Yeah.
right here.
Holding a fake mic. The words got in. Words get in. Oh, it's Gloria Estefan,
That's
I think.
Gloria?
I think.
Ah, I love Gloria.
It's short. It was Miami Sound Machine, yo.
Such a great
'Cause my
album.
teeth got in the way. Oh, yeah, I grew up on Gloria Estefan, Janet Jackson, not so much Paula Abdul, but I can feel it. I can feel you all through me. Rush, rush, ooh, what
Oh,
you
I do know
do
that
to
song.
me. The music video is good. Keanu Reeves is in it, and I've decided he is my full-time crush.
Oh, has he not been since we were very, very young?
I never had a thing for Keanu. I don't can't really think of anybody I had a thing for. when I was younger, but now, that man.
Yeah. He's he's one of those humans that, man, even if he wasn't so good looking,
Oh my god, he just seems like a nice dude,
he really
and I'm like,
does.
"Keanu, do you like big teeths?" Oh,
I would love to take a walk in the woods with him.
oh my god, hold his hand. What's happening to
Ooh.
this podcast? I know.
That wasn't the plan for Courtney
Yeah.
leaving her partner for Keanu Reeves.
And it literally this happened, I think, within the last 2 days. I saw what they did is they took, like, young pictures of celebrities and then showing them today. Number 1, he was such a babe when he was younger.
Oh,
They had
yeah.
Johnny Depp, they had Leonardo DiCaprio, they had and Keanu.
Point
Mm,
Break.
mm.
And Patrick Swayze. Oof. That's a
Pat
fuckable movie.
yeah. Oof?
Yeah.
What movie?
Patrick. Point Break.
Oh. Oh, Point Break. Yes, okay, I'm sorry. You
Yeah.
brought up Patrick Swayze, and I was thinking, Dirty Dancing. I forgot he was in
Well, in
Point
that
Break.
too, he was another hunk.
Yeah.
Ah,
Mm,
God bless him.
everybody's hunk. I can't
Yeah.
live in a cage, man. You gotta let me go. Point Break.
I need to
Yeah, because
rewatch
he
that.
handcuffs him on the beach, and he's like, "You gotta go down." And he's like, "I can't live in a cage, man." And then he sets him free, and he lets him go ride the wave, and
Surfing.
then I think it kills him, yeah.
Yeah. I
Or
think
it
we, cut away at the end there, and you the wave caps, and then you just don't see him
yeah,
anymore.
mm-mm.
Great
He
ending.
couldn't live in a cage, good ending. Wish that ending
Yeah.
could work for us right now, but why not try it? Emily, I can't live in the cage, man.
Well, I think that does it again. For our lovely listeners out there, yeah, if you need to reach out to Courtney at all, please email us at thatwasn'ttheplanpod@gmail.com, or you can always find us on Instagram, TikTok,
Mm,
YouTube, or you can go to our website at thatwasn'ttheplan.com. But yeah, if you have any questions or suggestions for Courtney, if you know of a
oh, yeah.
great dentist in the Virginia area, yeah, Roanoke, Blacksburg, something like that for Courtney to,
I'll go anywhere. But
yeah,
yeah. Also, if you want me
but
to shut the fuck up, you can tell me that too. I'll take it.
yeah. And we would love to hear from our listeners. Send us your stories that wasn't the plan.
Yes.
We are gonna start reading those on the air
Yep.
and talking about them and laughing about them, and there's always a pivot in life, and we wanna know what that pivot was for you and how you're doing these days.
Yeah. Good
So
and
please
bad.
email us. Yeah, slide into our DMs. Now that's a phrase
Oh,
I don't think I've ever used.
really? Slide
Yeah.
into your DMs. I mean, I've heard the
Mhm.
phrase. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never said
Please
it out
reach
loud.
out.
Yeah.
There it is.
Well,
It's
on that
true.
note, yeah.
Thanks for listening, you guys. I
Thank
love
you. We
you.
love you. Okay.
I love you,
I
Emily.
I love you, Courtney. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to That Wasn't the Plan. If you found it helpful, or at least mildly entertaining, a quick rating, review, and a click on the subscribe button would be lovely. And it genuinely helps us. And if a friend comes to mind, please share. Until next time, bye.